As night falls across the United States, millions of lights begin to glow from apartment windows, college dormitories, suburban homes, and towering city skylines. Behind many of those illuminated windows, the same voices echo through headphones, the same performances replay across countless screens, and the same names continue to unite people separated by thousands of miles. BTS is no longer simply a music group. Their presence has evolved into a cultural phenomenon whose influence has quietly woven itself into the identities of entire communities. Yet beneath the visible excitement of sold-out concerts, streaming milestones, and social media trends lies a far more intriguing question. If one were to trace the digital footprints, fan-organized events, public celebrations, and the countless signals left behind by one of the world's most dedicated fan bases, which American cities would emerge as the true centers of BTS fandom? The answer is far less predictable than many might expect. Official records reveal only fragments of the story, while online engagement, community gatherings, and years of fan activity paint a much more complex picture. Some cities appear exactly where analysts would expect them to be, strengthened by population size and cultural diversity. Others continue to surprise researchers, displaying extraordinary levels of dedication despite having fewer residents or less media attention. Various analyses based on concert attendance, fan projects, social media activity, and publicly observable community participation suggest a fascinating hierarchy, although the complete picture remains open to interpretation. What makes one city embrace Jimin more passionately, while another seems overwhelmingly devoted to Jungkook or Taehyung? Are these patterns simply the result of demographics, or do they reveal something deeper about how music, culture, and identity intersect across modern America? Tonight, we examine 7 cities whose names repeatedly surface whenever discussions turn towards the strongest BTS communities in the United States. Some conclusions are supported by observable trends, others remain the subject of ongoing debate among fans and analysts alike. But by the time the countdown reaches its final destination, one question may become impossible to ignore. Which American city has quietly become the most powerful home of BTS fandom, and why has its dominance remained hidden in plain sight? Jimin, New York City. As the first light of dawn reflects from the glass towers of Manhattan and the city's relentless rhythm slowly awakens, another pulse quietly continues beneath the surface. It is not measured by traffic, financial markets, or tourist activity, but by millions of digital interactions that appear almost invisible to anyone not searching for them. New York City has long been recognized as one of the world's cultural capitals, a place where trends are born, tested, and amplified before spreading across continents. Within this immense urban landscape, Jimin's presence has consistently emerged as one of the most remarkable patterns observed among BTS fan communities. Official records confirm that New York has hosted major BTS-related events, including concerts, exhibitions, movie screenings, and fan-organized celebrations over the years. However, the deeper mystery is not simply the number of events themselves, but the extraordinary consistency with which Jimin's name continues to dominate conversations surrounding local fan activities. Various fan analyses, public social media trends, and community discussions frequently identify New York as one of the strongest centers for Jimin supporters in the United States, although no official database ranks cities according to individual member popularity. That uncertainty has only fueled further speculation. Some observers argue that New York's diverse international population naturally creates an environment where Jimin's artistic versatility resonates across multiple cultures simultaneously. Others believe his reputation as one of K-pop's most expressive performers aligns perfectly with a city renowned for dance, theater, fashion, and contemporary art. While these explanations appear reasonable, none fully account for the remarkable persistence of his popularity. During significant milestones, including solo music releases, birthday celebrations, and anniversary projects, publicly visible fan initiatives throughout New York have repeatedly demonstrated an exceptional level of organization. Times Square digital advertisements funded by fans have appeared on numerous occasions, accompanied by coordinated charity campaigns, cup sleeve events, collaborative exhibitions, and streaming gatherings organized by local ARMY communities. Official documentation confirms the existence of many such fan projects, yet determining whether they represent the largest concentration of Jimin supporters remains difficult, as fan-organized activities rarely follow standardized reporting methods. Data from social media platforms frequently reveals sudden spikes in engagement originating from the New York metropolitan area whenever Jimin releases new content. Analysts caution that these figures should not be interpreted as definitive measures of fandom size, since algorithms, regional demographics, and platform-specific behaviors all influence online visibility. Nevertheless, the pattern has remained remarkably consistent over multiple years. Beyond measurable statistics lies another intriguing dimension. Many longtime fans describe New York as a city where international visitors, students, artists, and professionals constantly converge, creating an unusually interconnected BTS community. Fan gatherings often attract participants from neighboring states, blurring the distinction between local and regional support. As a result, New York's influence frequently extends well beyond its city limits, making it difficult to determine where the city's fandom truly begins or ends. Various commentators have also suggested that Jimin's elegance, emotional stage presence, and dedication to artistic perfection resonate particularly strongly with audiences accustomed to the city's demanding creative culture. Yet these remain interpretations rather than established facts. Official records show the events, public participation, and visible celebrations, but the motivations behind such enduring enthusiasm cannot be measured with certainty. Even years after BTS members began pursuing individual activities alongside group commitments, New York continues to generate an extraordinary volume of discussion surrounding Jimin whenever major announcements occur. Streaming parties rapidly emerge, public displays reappear, and online communities mobilize with remarkable speed. Whether these responses reflect the city's sheer population, its cultural diversity, or something less tangible remains open to debate. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect is not that New York consistently appears in conversations about Jimin's American fanbase, but that no single explanation fully accounts for its enduring prominence. The evidence points toward an unmistakable pattern, while the underlying cause remains elusive. And if one of America's largest cities has quietly become one of Jimin's strongholds, what hidden forces might be shaping the cities still waiting higher on this countdown?
Number 6. Suga, Los Angeles. As twilight settles over the sprawling skyline of Los Angeles, the city transforms into a landscape where entertainment and reality often become impossible to separate. Neon lights illuminate Hollywood Boulevard, recording studios continue operating long after midnight, and countless creative ambitions unfold behind doors that rarely open to the public. It is a city built upon music, cinema, and global influence, making it one of the most significant cultural crossroads in the United States. Within this environment, another pattern has repeatedly captured the attention of BTS observers: the remarkably visible presence of Suga's supporters. Official records confirm that Los Angeles has served as one of BTS's most important destinations in North America, hosting major concerts, promotional appearances, and fan gatherings over the years. Yet when discussions shift from BTS as a group to the popularity of individual members, Los Angeles consistently reappears in conversations surrounding Suga. While no official authority ranks American cities according to member-specific fan populations, various analyses based on publicly observable fan projects, online engagement, and community participation frequently identify Los Angeles as one of the strongest centers for his supporters. The reasons behind this phenomenon remain the subject of continuing debate. Some analysts point toward Suga's reputation as a producer, songwriter, and composer whose influence extends far beyond the stage. Los Angeles, often regarded as one of the world's music production capitals, naturally attracts audiences who appreciate artistic craftsmanship as much as commercial success. Others argue that his introspective lyrics, candid discussions about mental health, and understated public persona resonate deeply with a city filled with aspiring musicians, producers, and creative professionals who recognize the discipline behind his work. These theories appear plausible, but none fully explain the remarkable consistency with which his name surfaces throughout local fan activity. Publicly documented fan projects provide some of the strongest observable evidence. During album releases, birthday celebrations, and significant career milestones, Los Angeles has repeatedly hosted organized streaming events, cafe gatherings, charitable initiatives, digital billboard campaigns, and community celebrations dedicated specifically to Suga. Official documentation confirms that many of these events have taken place, although comparing their scale with activities in other cities remains difficult due to the decentralized nature of fan organizations. Various social media monitoring efforts have also identified repeated surges in engagement originating from Southern California whenever Suga announces new music or major appearances. Researchers emphasize that such online activity should not be interpreted as definitive proof of population size, since platform algorithms, regional demographics, and user behavior introduce significant uncertainty. Nevertheless, the recurring visibility of Los Angeles remains difficult to ignore. Another factor frequently mentioned involves the city's international character. Los Angeles hosts one of the largest Korean and Korean American communities in the United States, creating an environment where K-pop culture has established deep and lasting roots. At the same time, its global entertainment industry continuously attracts visitors, students, and professionals from around the world, many of whom already belong to the international Army community. This convergence creates a uniquely interconnected network capable of organizing large-scale fan initiatives with remarkable efficiency.
Various commentators have suggested that Suga's artistic identity aligns naturally with the city's creative spirit. His meticulous approach to music production, willingness to experiment across genres, and openness about the challenges of artistic life mirror the experiences of countless creators pursuing careers in Los Angeles. Whether this connection genuinely influences local fandom or merely reflects a compelling narrative remains impossible to verify through official data. What can be confirmed is that visible fan participation continues to emerge with impressive regularity whenever his solo activities attract global attention. Even after BTS members began focusing more heavily on individual projects, Los Angeles has remained one of the most active American locations for celebrating Suga's achievements. Community events, streaming campaigns, collaborative charity drives, and public displays repeatedly demonstrate a level of organization that extends far beyond casual admiration. Yet the true scale of this support remains hidden beneath layers of incomplete statistics and fragmented observations. Official records reveal only the events themselves. They cannot fully measure the passion that drives them. Perhaps that is what makes Los Angeles so intriguing within this countdown. The city leaves behind an unmistakable trail of evidence, but never enough to eliminate every question. If Suga's influence has become so deeply embedded with one of the world's entertainment capitals, what does that suggest about the cities that have climbed even higher? And what unseen forces continue to shape the mat of BTS fandom across America?
Number 5 RM, Chicago. Long before sunrise reaches the shores of Lake Michigan, Chicago already carries an atmosphere unlike any other American city. Towering skyscrapers stand against the morning haze, elevated trains echo through narrow corridors of steel and concrete, and generations of history remain embedded within streets that have witnessed constant transformation. Often recognized for its architecture, academic institutions, museums, and influential art scene, Chicago has quietly cultivated another identity that receives far less attention. Beneath the city's reputation as a cultural and economic powerhouse, observable patterns within the BTS community have repeatedly suggested that RM commands an unusually dedicated following here. While no official organization publishes rankings of individual BTS member popularity by city, various fan analyses, publicly visible community activities, and social media engagement have consistently placed Chicago among the American cities most frequently associated with RM. The conclusion itself remains open to interpretation, yet the recurring signals have continued to attract the attention of both fans and independent observers. One of the most frequently cited explanations centers on RM's image as an intellectual artist whose influence extends beyond music alone. Official records document his long-standing interest in literature, philosophy, visual art, museums, and cultural preservation, interests that have become defining elements of his public identity. Chicago, home to internationally respected universities, libraries, and museums, presents an environment where these qualities appear to resonate naturally. Various commentators have argued that audiences drawn to thoughtful songwriting and artistic exploration may find an especially strong connection with RM's work. However, these interpretations remain speculative rather than conclusive. Human motivation is rarely captured through statistics alone, and no official data can definitively explain why one city might embrace one artist more intensely than another. Publicly documented fan activity nevertheless provides several observable clues. During RM's solo releases, birthday celebrations, and significant milestones, Chicago has repeatedly hosted fan-organized gatherings, streaming events, charity projects, and public celebrations coordinated by local ARMY communities. Official records confirm the existence of many such initiatives, although comparing their exact scale with those of other metropolitan areas remains difficult because fan organizations operate independently and rarely report participation using standardized methods. Various social media analyses have also identified noticeable increases in engagement from the Chicago metropolitan area whenever RM announces new music, interviews, exhibitions, or collaborations. Analysts caution that these trends should not be interpreted as direct measurements of fandom size, since platform algorithms, user behavior, and regional demographics all influence online visibility. Even so, the consistency of these digital patterns have fueled ongoing discussion within the broader BTS community. Another aspect frequently mentioned involves Chicago's remarkably diverse population. As one of America's largest transportation and education hubs, the city attracts students, professionals, researchers, artists, and immigrants from across the world. This multicultural environment has contributed to the growth of highly organized fan communities capable of sustaining long-term projects rather than isolated celebrations. Observers have noted that many RM-focused events in Chicago emphasize education, literature, environmental awareness, and charitable initiatives, subjects that closely align with themes often associated with his public image. Whether this reflects the influence of RM himself or simply the priorities of the local fan community remains uncertain. Official documentation confirms the events, but the deeper motivations behind them continue to resist simple explanation. Chicago's position at the geographical heart of the United States may also play an overlooked role. Fan gatherings in the city frequently attract participants from neighboring states throughout the Midwest, transforming local celebrations into regional events. As a result, visible participation often extends far beyond Chicago's own population, making it increasingly difficult to determine where the city's influence truly begins or ends.
Various community discussions suggest that this regional accessibility has strengthened Chicago's reputation as one of the nation's most active centers for RM supporters. Yet once again, these observations remain based on publicly visible trends rather than comprehensive national statistics. There is also the question of symbolism. RM has often spoken publicly about curiosity, lifelong learning, personal growth, and the importance of understanding different perspectives. Chicago's own identity, a city shaped by resilience, reinvention, education, and cultural exchange, creates an intriguing parallel that many fans have highlighted over the years. Some believe this symbolic connection helps explain why his message appears to resonate so strongly here. Others dismiss the idea as little more than coincidence, arguing that demographic factors alone provide sufficient explanation. The available evidence supports neither conclusion completely, leaving the discussion suspended somewhere between measurable observation and interpretation. Even after BTS members began focusing increasingly on individual careers, Chicago has continued to demonstrate remarkable consistency whenever RM enters the global spotlight. New releases often trigger coordinated streaming campaigns, public discussions, collaborative fan projects, and charitable initiatives that quickly spread across local communities. Official records verify the occurrence of many of these activities, yet they reveal only the visible outcome, not the invisible network of dedication responsible for sustaining them year after year. Perhaps that is what makes Chicago's relationship with RM so compelling. The evidence is substantial enough to suggest a meaningful pattern, but incomplete enough to prevent any definitive conclusion. And if this city has quietly become one of RM's strongest American strongholds without ever dominating the headlines, what extraordinary levels of devotion must exist in the 4 cities that remain ahead?
Number 4. Jeon, Texas. As the sun rises over the vast landscapes of Texas, its first light stretches across sprawling ranch lands, rapidly expanding metropolitan skylines, and highways that seem to disappear into the horizon. It is a state defined by scale, where nearly everything appears larger than life. Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and numerous surrounding communities form one of the largest population centers in the United States, creating an environment where cultures, languages, and traditions intersect every day. Hidden within this immense geographical expanse, another pattern has gradually become impossible to ignore. Among the countless discussions surrounding BTS's influence in America, Texas repeatedly emerges as one of the strongest regions associated with Jin. While no official institution ranks individual BTS members according to city or state popularity, public...
Number 3. J-Hope, Los Angeles. As darkness settles over the Pacific coastline and the lights of Los Angeles begin to shimmer across the city's endless grid, another performance quietly unfolds beyond the recording studios and concert venues that have made this metropolis famous around the world. Here, creativity never truly sleeps. Dance rehearsals continue behind closed doors, producers refine unfinished tracks deep into the night, and artists from every corner of the globe arrive with ambitions shaped by the city's reputation as the entertainment capital of America. Within this environment, one name repeatedly emerges whenever discussions turn toward BTS's individual influence: J-Hope. Although no official institution publishes rankings measuring the popularity of each BTS member by American city, publicly observable fan activity, social media engagement, and community-organized events have consistently positioned Los Angeles among the strongest centers for J-Hope supporters. The evidence does not provide absolute certainty, yet its consistency has made the city impossible to ignore in conversations surrounding his impact. Official records show that Los Angeles has played a significant role throughout BTS's journey in the United States. The city has welcomed concerts, promotional appearances, exhibitions, and countless fan-organized celebrations over the years. However, J-Hope's connection to Los Angeles appears to extend beyond BTS's collective success. His historic appearance as a headlining performer at Coachella became one of the defining milestones of his solo career, marking the first time a South Korean artist headlined the festival. That performance received widespread international attention and further strengthened his visibility within one of America's most influential entertainment regions. Official documentation confirms the significance of this achievement, while many observers believe it also deepened the emotional connection between J-Hope and fans throughout Southern California. Whether this event alone explains the city's enduring enthusiasm remains uncertain, but its symbolic importance continues to shape public perception. Various analysts have proposed several explanations for Los Angeles' remarkable affinity toward J-Hope. One widely discussed theory focuses on dance culture. Los Angeles is internationally recognized as one of the world's leading centers for choreography, street dance, commercial performance, and music production. J-Hope, whose
Number 2, Taehyung, California. As the first rays of sunlight sweep across California's Pacific coastline, illuminating crowded beaches, mountain ranges, and cities that have shaped global culture for generations, another network quietly begins to awaken. It exists beyond the state's famous landmarks and entertainment industry, hidden within millions of daily online interactions, fan-organized projects, and communities connected by a shared admiration for one artist. California has long stood at the crossroads of innovation, fashion, music, and digital culture, making it one of the most influential regions in the United States. Within this immense and diverse state, Taehyung, known globally as V, has consistently become one of the most discussed BTS members. Although no official database ranks individual member popularity by state, various observations based on public fan activities, online engagement, and community participation repeatedly identify California as one of the strongest strongholds for Taehyung supporters. The available evidence remains incomplete, yet the remarkable consistency of these patterns has continued to intrigue both fans and independent analysts alike. Official records confirm that California has served as one of BTS's most important destinations throughout their American journey. Major concerts, promotional events, exhibitions, cinema screenings, and fan celebrations have repeatedly taken place across the state, particularly in metropolitan areas such as Los Angeles and the San Francisco Bay Area. However, when attention shifts specifically toward Taehyung, the observable signals become even more compelling. Publicly documented birthday projects, charity campaigns, digital billboard advertisements, cafe events, photography exhibitions, and streaming gatherings dedicated to him have appeared across multiple California cities over the years. While these activities cannot determine the exact size of his fan base, they reveal an extraordinary level of organization and long-term commitment. Because fan communities operate independently, official participation statistics remain unavailable, leaving researchers to examine visible patterns rather than definitive numerical rankings. Various commentators have proposed several theories to explain why Taehyung appears to resonate so strongly throughout California. One frequently discussed explanation focuses on the state's deep connection with fashion, visual arts, photography, and entertainment. Taehyung's public image has often been associated with artistic expression, distinctive personal style, and an appreciation for classic aesthetic. Number 1. Jungkook, New York City. As midnight settles over New York City, the skyline transforms into a constellation of glass and steel, illuminated by millions of lights stretching from lower Manhattan to the outer boroughs. Beneath that endless sea of windows, another network quietly comes alive. Smartphones illuminate darkened rooms. Playlists begin another cycle. Streaming counters continue climbing, and social media timelines fill with familiar images and familiar names. The city that never sleeps appears to follow another rhythm entirely, one measured not by the ringing of the stock exchange or the movement of subway trains, but by the constant pulse of one of the world's most dedicated fan communities. Throughout years of public observation, New York has repeatedly emerged as one of the most influential centers of BTS fandom in the United States. Yet among all 7 members, one name consistently appears at the center of the conversation: Jungkook. While no official organization publishes rankings that determine which American city supports each BTS member the most, numerous publicly observable trends, fan-organized initiatives, media coverage, and online engagement have repeatedly identified New York as an exceptionally active stronghold for Jungkook supporters. The available evidence does not provide absolute certainty, but its consistency has made the city impossible to overlook. Official records confirm that New York has played a significant role throughout BTS's history in America. Major television appearances, promotional activities, concerts, exhibitions, documentary screenings, and fan-organized celebrations have repeatedly taken place within the city. Over time, these events helped establish one of the largest and most organized BTS communities in the country. However, when